Welcome back to Garage Kei. On this episode, I'll be messing around with the fuel pressure regulator solenoid on my DA52V Suzuki Every van. Check it out.
And it looks like it's going to have to be modified straight out of the packet. So what's unusual about that?
Right, now we've got this solenoid here. This is the test. You blow air in here, and if it comes out of there, it works. So it's free. Now you apply 12 volts to here. If air doesn't come out, then it's broken. Okay, so I don't know. Will we apply 12 volts to it and see if it works? I guess we could. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to make a little thing for it, a tester. Now, lucky for me, I actually have a spare harness. And the reason I have a spare harness is because I bought a motor. Be very careful, because there are at least 2 engine harnesses for this exact same motor in this exact same car. I know there's at least 2 because one of these engines has a knock sensor and this one doesn't. So that isn't included in the harness. This one uses one type of crank angle sensor and the other one uses another one. They changed the water temp sensor completely. Various things. But because I can't use it, it's junk to me. I was able to pull the plug off for this. I'll put some wires into it and I can actually test this properly. Now, if you need the service manual or the wiring diagrams, you can find them on the Garage Kei Facebook page. In the photos section, it is all in Japanese. However, without even reading that, you can see that that's set to 10 newton meters, and then it's got 37 to 41 ohms at 20 degrees. So, I mean, you can basically work out what's going on without even reading on the right-hand side. So, yeah, useful, if not 100%. So, I've taken a photo of that to bring out here. So, I'm going to hold it like that, test the resistance across here, and then find out if this one is any good. I'll also do the battery test on it. So yeah, let's do that. So the first test is that you blow in here and air is coming out the bottom. That works. What sort of resistance do we have? You need to set your multimeter. This is from Daryl, a present from Daryl. Thank you very much, Daryl. Rotate that round to there. I don't think Daryl watches this show anyway, but thank you very much. He left Japan and left me a bunch of stuff. So we're going to use clip on this side. There we go. And this on this side. And we have... nothing. That's a bit of a worry. It's open circuit. Do we have continuity through it? No, we have no continuity through this thing. So this and this are no longer connected. Can we have it on this one? This is interesting. Oh, wait a minute. Reading. Ohms, ohms, ohms. Oh. 0.3 kilo ohms. What should we have? 37 to 41 ohms. Well, I'm not convinced. That's not very good, is it? Okay, so if I believe the service manual, and I guess I kind of have to, this is rooted. It doesn't. It's no good. We okay with definitely okay with a multimeter. It's 175 ohms, this is saying. What do we get if we disconnect it? Nothing. 174 ohms. Well, that's too high. Can we, I can't believe that this one is rooted though. That doesn't make sense. We get no result. Oh, here we go. So it would seem that this thing doesn't work. That one's dead. Like that, there's no resistance through it at all. according to this multimeter. Let's go get a different multimeter. Right, here's another multimeter. We will plug in some cords to it. So we need to verify that this thing works. Yep, 0 ohms, right. So let's check this one. Nothing. Right, so 37 to 41 ohms at 20 degrees. That says here. And I've got nothing on this one. Nothing at all. What have we got for the one in the car? I might have to buy one of these new and see if it actually... Now, while I'm watching this, editing it, you might be as surprised as I am that I didn't just rush out and buy this sensor. I still haven't done it, and I don't understand why. Perhaps I got confused by the end of this video. Like, if you keep watching, maybe I forgot the results, or I was happy with the results I ended up with, but I can't figure out why I didn't just give up at this point and buy a new solenoid. Really don't know. I've got 166 ohms on this one. So that could be rooted. That could be the reason why it's not working properly at startup. So I should probably bypass it. It's not going to hurt to bypass it. Let's see if they actually open and close. Okay, so we connect up the earth to this one. Let's connect this, let's put this on here, like that. Connect the earth to this one, so plug this in like that. Okay, so if we connect this up to power and earth, this is the test. You blow in here, air comes out the bottom. If you put power to it, it should block itself off and air not come out. This one is straight through. So that is, so that was never going to work. Can we test this one? Let's see if it actually, if it works. Oh, it does. Okay, so this one actually functions. This one does not. Bang it on the ground a couple of times. Let's see if it fixed it. No, that one is completely shot. So that is rooted. Get rid of that. Yeet. This one, 20 degrees, it should be 37 to 41 ohms. It's not. It's higher than that. Quite a substantial amount higher than... Please stay there. Now we've got 39 ohms, which is correct. So maybe it was the fact that I ended up with the correct resistance values and forgot about the problems I had in the past or whatever. But like I said, as I'm editing this, I'm shocked I didn't just go out and buy another one. So while I was editing this, I've actually ordered one and I'll go pick it up, and that might actually fix the thing. Wouldn't that be amazing? I doubt it, but that would be pretty amazing. Like if this thing worked for 5 minutes while I had it testing and then went back to its non-working state again as soon as I reinstalled it into the car, that would explain why the van is having fueling issues at startup when it's hot. It would explain it perfectly. Intermittent issue that fixed itself while testing? Quite possible. I'll be surprised if that's the case and a little bit happy, but pissed off at myself at the same time. Like and subscribe to see if that actually fixes it. Well, you might want to know as much as I want to know. Anyway, back to it. That's mind-boggling. I don't know what's going on. Why is it okay now? Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Run a few cycles through it. We'll test again. What do we got? 39.2. So this sensor actually shouldn't be rooted. So if this one isn't broken, it's got to be that. Had to be that. Yeah, nah. I think what we'll do is put caps on this rather than leaving it unplugged, because I think leaving it unplugged actually makes it unhappy. So might make the ECU unhappy. Now I'll be using these big ones just because they're easy to get on and easy to get off again. There we go, there's one. There's two. Now it's capped off, so the ECU can see it still, see it functioning. Well, see it there, but it's not actually doing anything because I don't want it to do anything. We know that this thing works, 112 volts applied to it, so we're going to plug that back in. We have our hose running from there. We will run it up under there and bypass that. Actually, that's not too bad. Bypass this thing because this is a fuel cut and I don't want that with my boost controller. No good. No good with the boost controller. So there's that. Put this back in. Alright, so what are we left with? That's now connected up but blocked off, so the ECU will be able to see it, but it won't be doing anything. This is now connected. The ABV is now directly connected to the intercooler piping, which is good. This, we verified that it works. I'm not sure why it was showing false readings while it was in the car, but we did get it to work in the end. We've replaced our air intake temperature sensor, so with any luck that's what the problem was. We've already fixed that. We verified this. There's really nothing else it could be. I don't think I'm going to do anything else today, so I'm just going to put it back together again, and if it still does it, well, then we'll deal with it another day. I'm going to leave the center console off for the minute because I need to set up this. I'll probably do it now. Feels about right, but I'll need to tighten it later. Okay, let's start her up, get her warm, and then see if she does dumb stuff when I turn it on. So tune in next time to see the results of that, because that is the end of this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you'd like to see what happens next, press subscribe. If you'd like to support this channel, you can do that by getting your name on the Garage Kei door that is in the intro of every Garage Kei video in recent history. Or you can pick yourself up a hoodie or a t-shirt from the Teespring store. Details on that are in the description, so check that out. I will see you in the next episode. Later.